Hello, my name is Justin Adams, and welcome to my October reviews, motherfuckers. I am so excited to say that this is my last video about the Halloweentown movie series. I really didn't know it was going to feel like this after just 4 days of nothing but Halloweentown, but I've actually found out that it's actually quite dangerous. It's almost like being addicted to crack or being addicted to internet porn. It's something that I didn't like. I know it's not good for me, but I kept going back because, well, I don't know why. But I don't want to waste any more time on this series, so without further ado, this is Return to Halloweentown. Why am I doing this? Why do I do this to myself? Why? This movie starts with a dude talking about Marnie being the prophecy and the one they're waiting for. After we go to the Cromwell household, Marnie's getting ready for college, and wait! You're not Marnie! Oh yeah, that's right, they recasted Marnie because it's not like her character's important or anything. So instead of Kimberly J. Brown, who I'm sure just got too old to play the part, we have Sarah Paxton, a girl who instead of being in her mid-20s is in her early 20s, playing an 18-year-old. Why do I even bother? And I like how literally everyone else is back minus Sophie and Marnie, well, the original Marnie, because Sophie finally realized that she has no business being around here anymore, which is sad because they could do so much with her character, but decide to do absolutely nothing with her at all. Oh, and again, it's 1 year later. These sequels like doing that for some reason. So not Marnie, I'm actually going to call her, is sorting out what clothes she's bringing and not bringing, because that's what girls do. Gwen comes in with more clothes, wondering why her clothes are flying all over the place. Not Marnie explains that she's trying to get all of her old high school clothes out of here now that she's going to college. We then see Gwen talking to a pot of soup, trying to get a hold of Aggie. We find out that Sophie's with Aggie in Halloweentown trained to be a witch. Aggie appears in the soup saying she won't be able to be in contact due to training with Sophie. Aggie congratulates Not Marnie for getting accepted into Witch University. Gwen is shocked because she thought she was going to the community college in town and doesn't want her to be with all the bad witches out there, and still wants her to live a normal life even though nothing in her life is normal at all. Gwen then refuses to pay, to which Not Marnie shows that she was offered a scholarship by the people themselves at Witch U. And off she is. Dylan is going with her because in his contract it says that he needs at least 20 minutes of screen time. So they go to Halloweentown, getting picked up by Benny the Skeleton cab driver, who doesn't even look the same. The production value on these movies hit an all-time low with this one. They arrive at Witch University where we meet Dr. Goodwin and Dr. Sinister. Yep, Dr. Sinister. Obviously, he's our main villain for the movie. They want to rule Halloweentown and Marnie is their key to success, but she doesn't know that yet. Marnie then gets in trouble for using her magic, and this is where we meet Dr. Grog, a tough teacher who doesn't like people disobeying the rules. Clearly. We find out that magic is forbidden after Marnie and her family open the portal, making it cool for mortals and creatures to intertwine. Because of this, more creatures decide to go to the mortal world for schooling for some reason. Now anyone can go to Witch University, not just witches and warlocks, so why not change the name, huh? Because Witch University seems a little confusing. This is where we also meet the Sinister Sisters, led by Scarlet, who makes fun of Marnie for getting in trouble for using magic and then uses magic immediately afterwards. These ladies catch the eye of Dylan as he puts on his getting laid glasses and does everything he can to get with Scarlet, even if that means doing all of her homework. After that, we see the return of Lucas Gabriel's character, Ethan, who is now the love interest, out of nowhere. I don't know what or how this came about. His character just literally looked at her, apologized for the last movie because his dad is evil and everything. They make some jokes about that, and then it was meant to be. I guess. Now cue the little rival thing between Not Marnie and Scarlet, as Scarlet keeps using her magic but isn't getting caught and using it to get Marnie in trouble by erasing her entire essay in class. Ooh, you horrible person. During a class, they go to visit the Cromwell family hole, where they look down and claim they have family stuff down there. Scarlet takes out a skeleton head and tries to get extra credit for it, but then a magic box that says S. Cromwell comes out and goes into the hands of Not Marnie. But now everyone thinks she used magic to get it. By everyone, it's just the students, because the teachers all know that she's actually just a part of the prophecy. That's right, all the teachers are bad, and they're all led by Mr. Sinister, the guy we met in the beginning of the movie. So because of this, Dr. Goodwin tries to persuade Not Marnie into using her magic to open the box, but her magic fails to open it. But this doesn't stop Not Marnie from finding out who S. Cromwell is. So she goes to Miss Periwinkle, who looks exactly like Aggie but isn't Aggie. Can we talk about how much I miss Aggie? Or should I just wait? I'll just wait. Miss Periwinkle tells her that she's not ready to find out what the truth is behind the box. The only thing she tells Not Marnie is that the S stands for Splendora. Great. After Dylan uses magic to skim through books, we find out that the box contains the gift, a magical power only someone in the Cromwell family can use. Splendora locked it away in the box centuries ago after being told that they were going to use the magic to create slaves. That's bad. After we find out that the Sinister Sisters are the daughters of the main bad guy, they start to use Dylan as bait for Marnie. After that, Marnie and Ethan have an awkward date, which leads to Marnie trying to stop Dylan from being the Sinister Sisters' dog. It fails and Marnie's officially sucked into the Sinister Sisters' trap. Ethan sees this and snoops around to find out what's happening. He discovers that the teachers are a part of a club his evil dad was a part of called the Dominion. They want to get Marnie to open the box to complete the plans that evil people before them had in store to make people be slaves, blah, 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 bad people shit. He tries to tell Marnie this, but she doesn't believe that Dr. Goodwin would be a part of anything like that. After that, Marnie decides to go back in time, with the help of Miss Periwinkle, where she meets Splendora, and finds out that the gift is a necklace and that gives you the power to control anyone, a power that witches are forbidden to use. We then find out that Splendora is actually a very young Aggie. Oh, I miss Debbie Reynolds. After Aggie gives Not Marnie the key to the box, Marnie goes to open the box, finding the necklace. Miss Goodwin finds the necklace and takes it from Marnie immediately. Marnie then realizes Ethan was right and that Miss Goodwin was actually bad. Maybe you should have listened to him. Turning Dylan into a dog, Marnie has no choice but to be the queen, so that she can turn Halloweentown into their slaves. But with the help of Gwen, who's trying to forget Marnie and Dylan by becoming a real estate agent, no joke, Not Marnie gets the best of the bad people and destroys the gift. But then we find out that she didn't really destroy the gift, she just hid it in one of Dylan's textbooks. Nice hiding spot. The end. Now, this is what I'll say. I have never been so happy that I'm done with this movie series. I regret it, I hate it, and I can't wait to move on. Even though I'm focusing on a more awful Disney Channel original movie entertainment, I'm just glad it's not going to be in Halloweentown, because I am sick of this franchise. Now let's start with this. This series is already awful, but it's 1,000 times more awful without Debbie Reynolds as Aggie. She's the spirit of the Halloweentown movies, man. She's the only thing that made the other two sequels watchable. I was thinking, why do I keep doing this? Why do I keep going back? I know that I have obligation with my YouTube channel, but it's not like I have a bunch of, a million viewers and that's why I need to do it. It's nothing like that. Why do I keep doing it? And I realized it's Debbie Reynolds. She is the only thing that makes me smile and laugh in all the movies. And those other two sequels, Calibur's Revenge and High School High and Halloweentown High, they sucked so bad. But Debbie Reynolds was the only thing that made those movies at least a little bit watchable. Plus, her chemistry with Kimberly J. Brown is good. With this movie, we don't get that joy. Debbie Reynolds appears, but for a brief second. You can tell she filmed her scenes in probably an hour. As for the recasting, it shouldn't have happened. If Kimberly J. Brown is too old or said no, then don't do it. Sarah Paxton just looks confused the whole movie. I feel like she was a last-minute decision. She doesn't fit in this universe. It's like going to see Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2 to see Harry Potter has been replaced by Jamie Kennedy out of nowhere. But everyone else is still the same and acts like everything is normal. It just doesn't fit. It's not even the writing anymore. I say that because while the dialogue sucks, the story isn't really awful. It's just the horrible acting from Sarah Paxton to the lack of Debbie Reynolds and the horrible focus issues that fails to bring this actually interesting story to life. This could have been a good movie. The story, like I said, is not bad. The fact that we have this prophecy, college, all these things that could have been interesting. The portal stuff where Witch U used to used to have just witches and warlocks, but then had all these other people because of the portal thing and what Marnie did. All of that is interesting, but the movie fails to do anything with it. Everything that could have gone wrong has happened with this movie. With the casting and acting, I can't help but hate everything about this movie and everything it stands for. I'm just happy I was smart enough as a kid to stay the hell away from it. Even though my dumbass still loved Calabar's Revenge, at least I had a little bit of brains to be like, Return to Halloweentown is stupid shit. Guys, thank the Lord, I'm done. Halloweentown is finally done. Thank you for listening, and stay tuned for Can of Worms or Phantom of the Multiplex. I haven't made my mind on which one I should do yet, but before I get to any more Disney Channel movies, I'm definitely going to see my therapist. That's what I think about Return to Halloweentown. What do you think about it? Let me know in the comments section. Like, subscribe, blah, blah, blah. Yes. Yes.